Yeah, there are some positives out there. Obviously, when you lose and you lose a rival game, and nobody feels really good about much of anything. But when you look at it, you take a step back. There were some good performances there. I mean, obviously, there were some yards gained offensively. I mean, rushed for over 300 yards and averaged over 6 yards a carry. So there is certainly some positives that way. I executed a fake punt, keeping possession alive, so that was a positive in the kicking game. And I thought our defensive line, just looking at our defensive line, played well. And so like I said, there's glimmers of positivity there, and you're looking for silver linings in days like these. But those are the positives. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a challenge. Northern State is one of the better teams in our conference, and they're good. I mean, they're good across the board, offensively, defensively, kicking games. So it's a big challenge going down there to Aberdeen. The last time we played down there, we got beat by about half 100. It was an embarrassing game, and so, like I said, that we know that's a challenge when we're playing. Northern State, they're a good program, so we lean on the run. That's what we do. That's our identity, and that's not just an offensive thing. That's a culture thing, and that it also, keeps the other team's offense off the field, which is a big part of our formula here as well. Yeah, I think our D line has been playing well, and like I said, hopefully that spills back to the second, third level of the defense, and pressure helps coverage obviously, and we've been struggling a little bit in that end, in the coverage aspect of it. I think we gave about 70% completions last week against Mary, and some of them were uncontested. So we need to be better in that end. We got to coach it better. Our guys got to perform better. On Saturdays, so I think our guys are prepared and they know what to do. How we do it and we get executed in live action against Northern, that's where we need to take a step forward. Yeah, well, they're physical. Let's start there. And they're probably the most dynamic offense in the conference right now. So they do a great job. And then they're physical defensively, and we were fortunate to come out with a win last year, a hard-earned victory last year, and that was a big win a year ago. But that was a long time ago. But they play good defense, and they're physical. Coach Schmidt does an awesome job there. Like I said, they're a force to be reckoned with, and we know that. We know it's an uphill fight going down in there. That being said, we have some talent. We have some guys that are executing. We have some guys, and nobody's sacking their bats just yet. Like, we have some guys that are actually a locker room full of guys that are determined, that are resilient, that have some toughness. So I think that bodes well for us, not just in this game, but for the next game, and as we look into the off season and going into the seasons to come. Yeah, I mean, I think this whole thing is a developmental journey, obviously, in every way. We're not losing a ton of seniors in this class, so as you start looking forward, and like I said, nobody's sacking their bats just yet. We're still playing this season. We need to finish strong for this senior class, and there's some guys that have accomplished a great deal, have done a lot for this program. There's a bunch of those, and we'll get to that when we start talking about senior day of the last game, but like I said, for all of our young guys, these reps are super valuable. Every game you get to play. I mean, you never know when your last snap in this game of college football or this game in general. So you got to take advantage of every opportunity. We got another one coming up this Saturday. I believe our guys will get on the bus, be excited to go play. It's boring. I sound like a broken record, but it's the same every week. We lost a turnover battle 2-0 last week. We didn't get any takeaways on defense. We gave it away twice on offense. That's not a great formula for success. So I think we need to limit the explosive plays defensively. We need to make some explosive plays offensively. We need to continue to play with effort and even better. We need to improve in that area. But really, that's what it comes down to. We need to win the turnover battle. And if we don't do that, then the scoreboard usually takes care of itself that way. I mean, it's a brutally honest game. So, got to take care of the ball offensively, take it away defensively, and then if we win the turnover battle, well, that gives us a chance.